There's no, it's not by chance these corporate logos all have meaning.
All seeing eyes, peacocks.
The pentagrams, the shell. 66 is a really good one and really is telling. If you understand Kabbalism,
it's a W.
Every letter has meaning and every letter has a number. And so V in Hebrew is 6. So 66 becomes W. And if you look at Hitler's Volkswagen, you'll see it's a VB interlaced.
Double power.
So you'll see it as...
And they were all into runes. You know about the Nazis cutting SS officers' heads off and trying to portend instead of tea leaves or entrails? That's all admitted. These people are in the SS castle trying to conjuring spirits. They're nuts, man. These people are nuts.
And those very works, these very magical works, are housed right here at the Harry Ransom Center in UT campus. Aleister Crowley, the wickedest man in the world, known as the Beast, his eyes stare out of the Harry Ransom Center there in UT campus. His handwritten works, channeled through a sexual ritual, are in that building.
At the Great Pyramid. Is that
no, right here, across the street.
No, but I mean, he channeled some of those at the Great Pyramid.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Anyways, these people are nuts, is the point.
Yeah, they don't think like we do. They live in a different world.
And they believe there's power in killing.
Yes.
That's why Lenin was saying that they were kill people. Like, kill who? Kill what? Just kill more. Just kill more blood. Those are actual quotes. Give me more blood.
And that's exactly what Aleister Crowley's book says that is housed in the UT campus.
Just give me more death.
Just more death, more death. Yes.
They also believe they need to store up all this evil to do some greater good later.
Right.
It's like a good and an evil. It's like a yin-yang. But man, all they do is evil. It's delusional.
And W is the letter and the number 66, like Philip 66, is the number of the fallen angels in their ritual magic, Kabbalism, which is an ancient Hebrew mysticism.
But to explain, which they got out of Egypt, and the mystery schools, but to explain, most Masons are good. Most Masons are like FBI or anybody else. There's compartments in the pyramid, or rings, concentric rings, like the ninth circle of hell. As you go deeper, you learn more. And most Masons, the founders of Texas, founder of this country, they were not bad people. That's how they control people, is saying, oh, we're good works, we do good works. They ask them in paperwork, what would you do in this situation? And when you give a moral answer, oh, you're who we need for leadership, and they kind of stick you as a porch Mason. So when we say Masons, it's not even proper. It's groups above that. And people say, well, which group is it? Is the Order of this, or is it the Illuminati, or is it... At the top, all these pyramids, like Russian dolls, fit inside each other. And at the tip, it's only a few hundred people, and they sit, each one of them, over hundreds of organizations, compartmentalized, giving all the orders.
Yes.
And that's how they run. It's run just like... Secret societies is just the ancient term for intelligence agencies.
Yes.
Okay, for commerce and information. So the same technologies of secret societies and how humans operate and how to manipulate populations and how to twist words. This is literally the secret knowledge or the secret university of how to control people. But it goes back to all of this mysticism because it's so ancient, and so those trappings are all intertwined with it. Plus the elite likes to have satanic orgies. So it's extra fun on top of it. You see,
that's right.
But I mean, that's why it's all there. But it has real science as really the original sociologist and psychologist and military planners and architecture. You didn't just go teach that even at the mainline university, not even in Rome or in Greece or Babylon. There was the higher school, the mystery school, where you learn the mysteries. And and the mystery school's at the temple, where the temple prostitutes are at.
What are some current corporate logos that have those kind of...
All of them.
Dutch Roll, Shell, Exxon's, the double cross, or the double W. Explain what a double cross means.
The double cross was a Templar sign.
Yeah.
And, it's pretty self-explanatory, the double cross.
But in magic, intersecting lines have power, and multiple crosses has even more power.
Right.
So see, the Christian cross isn't even really, we call it Christian symbol. So, the last thing, like Bill Hicks used to say, Jesus wants to see is a cross. So Christian symbol is actually a sun god symbol, or a swastika. You see, because all the old sun symbols are either a wheel or two lines. The original cross is a sun symbol.
And one of the classics, they worship a goddess. They worship the god and the goddess. And in America, she is known as Columbia. And if you go down to UT campus and you look at the statue of Columbia, who's being drawn forth by fish people, which is the Mer folk, who are, in ancient Egypt, Mer is the pyramid. So these are the pyramid folk that they're symbolizing. You'll look up next to Columbia, who is Venus, and you will see her symbol of a pentagram and her symbol of a shell, which is, of course, Texaco and shell. And these are both symbols of Venus. And so these are, if you look into ABC, CBS, NBC, ABC is the Trinity, CBS is the Eye, and NBC is the Phoenix, or the Peacock, which is Juno, the Roman goddess.
And then if you expand on that, there's all these other lesser gods and symbols. But when you go to Europe, but it's also in Washington, D.C., anywhere you see a goddess being drawn by chariots with different gods in front of her, maybe cherubs, maybe mermen, every time you see that, you will then she will always be looking down on war memorials for hundreds of thousands of dead. That's a sacrifice.
Yes.
No matter where you are in Paris, no matter where you are in London, no matter on the side of the road, you can be driving and you'll see a goddess, being drawn on a chariot. She may have other goddess in front of her. And you see it, and then you can pull off the road and drive up, and there's going to be war memorials as sacrifices all in front of her.
Yeah.
And they have the same thing. They have the law enforcement memorial over at the Capitol, giant black pentagram. Now, see, most of the stuff has the white magic connotation, not behind the Capitol. That is a big black pentagram facing south, at the bottom, showing that it is facing downward. Plus, it has the two obelisks, the two towers. Explain that to them. That is hardcore, man. That is a super. And they believe it's like they believe architecture brings in the other dimension and like resonates power.
Yes.
That they get power by more of these. And they also believe there's power points on the earth, like London and Paris and Tokyo, places like that. Austin's one of those points. San Francisco, Northern California, Bohemian Grove.
Mm-hmm.
But tell them I'm sure you've seen